update for the ICC case of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, where the defense submitted a notification to challenge the impugned decision with respect to the decision doon ng pretrial chamber sa interim release motion submitted by the defense team led by Attorney Nicholas Kaufman. So doon po, they were able to lay the foundation. The grounds of the appeal were 3 of which were highlighted, which eventually concluded for a relief, sought that the decision should be reversed, the interim release should be granted, and most importantly, that the former president will be brought to the host country who expressed their willingness to host the former president for his interim release or for his provisional release. So now that I'm back here in the Netherlands, as you hello to all of you. So basically guys, hindi pa po talaga tapos ang laban ng dating Pangulo with respect doon sa Appeals Chamber's decision to reject both of the motions, interim release motion submitted by the defense team. Ngayon po, there's a notification updated as you can peruse. Pwede nyo pong basahin dyan mismo sa ipinost ko po. There were grounds of which the defense is challenging the impugned decision of the pretrial chamber doon sa interim release. So, right now mga kababayan, this is a pending motion before the court. There's still another pending motion with respect to the jurisdictional challenge and another pending motion with respect to the competency of the former president and whether or not he is fit or unfit to stand trial. So, we are far from over dito sa laban ni dating Pangulo. The decision of the appeals chamber to reject the motion is nothing but a hiccup. Hiccup lang yun. A bumpy road in the long winding journey of the former president before the International Criminal Court. In relation to that, I reached out to Attorney Nicholas Kaufman with respect to the statement made by a person who, by the way, is who joined the seminar for the point of contact with respect to the nation doon sa ICC or sa International Criminal Court. This former Senator Trillanes saying thank you ICC with a picture with an old photo depicting himself who was to be like, I don't know, meeting with ICC officials or whatnot. Pero mga kababayan, that was nothing but a mere old photo where the defense team, the lead defense counsel, Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, released a statement with respect doon sa sinabi or sa ipinahayag ni dating Senator Trillanes. And to put that in context and to make it verbatim, sinabi ni Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, the defense has noted Antonio Sonny Trillanes' rather comical attempt to show himself as a big influencer after posting an old photograph of himself beaming in the company of ICC officials in the immediate aftermath of the appeals judgment on interim release. Antonio Trillanes' exploitative maneuver to foist himself on unsuspecting ICC officials is indicative of the political manipulation which led to the former president's transfer to The Hague and will be exposed in due course. Mga kababayan, this is what we have been saying or expressing from the very beginning. What happened to the former president is definitely a collaborative effort, an exploitative, manipulative, political maneuver of individuals who wanted the former president to be surrendered to the international tribunal, to be judged by the international tribunal by foreigners, foreign entities. This is nothing but a clear example of what political affiliation, what politics will do. It will go to the ends of the world to ensure that the Dutertes will be removed in the political landscape in the Republic of the Philippines. That's what is clear sa anong ginagawa nila kay Vice President Inday Sara Duterte, kay Congressman Paulo Pulong Duterte, at kay Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte. Ito po ay ginagawa nila to remove a very powerful political figures.
For customers like Jack, great experiences aren't built with your best guess. They're built with
Political figures that is very much favored by the Filipino public. So yan po ang pinaka-importante, na tayong lahat ay dapat manalig sa judicial proceedings, kasi po ang defense team, where the family of the former president, the Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines, is confident with his skills and abilities, because Attorney Nicholas Kaufman is one very seasoned international lawyer who's an expert in his field, who has won numerous cases before the International Tribunal. That being the reason, on top of the judgment, of course, of the family and of the person who was given the mandate to decide with respect to the former president, kaya kinuha siya. So the speculation, so all of the things mentioned by the detractors of the defense team, the led defense counsel, is nothing but a propaganda to paint a very able and skilled individual to defend, very much capable of defending the former president before the International Tribunal. Yan po ang pinaka-importante na natin gagawin. May comment po dito. Yes po, meron pong mga development ngayon na nangyari. Ngayon lang po talaga nangyari. Tinawagan po ako na meron pong pulis na pumasok doon sa bahay ng isa naming kakilala, at hinahanap po talaga si Attorney Harry Roque. It is quite so that's why I think we reached the local police officials reached out, and talagang pumasok bigla doon sa bahay ng kaibigan namin, kakilala namin na Duterte, na talagang staunch Duterte supporter talaga siya, and hindi niya alam kung anong gagawin niya, kasi hinahanap talaga si Attorney Roque ng mga pulis. Hindi naman namin alam kung anong reason, at saka hindi naman din namin alam kung ano ang address ni Attorney Roque. So ang binigay ng individual na yon ay yung number ni Attorney Roque. So with whatever it is that Attorney Roque is facing at the moment, I really wish him the best, especially with his health and whatnot. I know we had a lot of differences or whatnot, but I really hope that with respect to ano man yung mga harapin niya, sa kanya naman yan, buhay naman niya yan. So nabasa ko lang po dito sa comment na mayroon daw information about that. Yes, ako po ay tinawagan ng individual na ito because hindi niya alam kung anong gagawin niya. Sabi ko, mag-relax ka lang kasi hindi naman ikaw ang hinahanap, at saka ano lang, kung ano lang magawa mo. So finorward niya yung number ni Attorney Roque doon, at saka we will know what the development will be. So yan po ang isa sa mga development right now. So ngayon po, ang gagawin po natin is that I'm finally back. I'm just going to settle in real quick, and then I'm going to do the things that I'm supposed to do, and I'll be back to my old routine of delivering, hopefully, real-time how do you say that, reflective of what's reality, ang katotohanan lang po, lalong-lalo na sa nangyayari kay former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte dito sa Pilipinas, dito sa The Hague. So I know that it's quite difficult what happened with the decision of the appeals chamber rejecting the interim release of the former president. Huwag po nating i-blame ang attorney na nagrepresenta kay PRRD, because what they can do is nothing but to defend as to the best of their abilities, as to the best of what they can do with respect to their experience, wisdom, or whatnot. And ultimately, the decision lies within the judges of in this case, the appeals chamber. But not because the appeals chamber already rendered its decision with respect to the interim release, hindi po ibig sabihin na wala na pong legal remedies ang former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. That's what the defense team is currently doing. They are exploring, they are taking advantage of all the legal remedies for them to be able to ensure that, you know, the human rights of the former president is already taken into account, will be protected, because he is just an accused. Mga kababayan, let us not forget that the former president is nothing but an accused individual, and absence the determination or the judgment of finality by a competent court, he should be given the presumption of innocence, even though yung mga charges filed before him sa International Criminal Court are associated with crimes against humanity or whatnot. Still, absence of a decision of a competent court, he is presumed innocent, mga kababayan. So yun po ang dapat nating isipin, na si PRRD po ay isang inosenteng akusado. Although hindi pa nga tayo nag-proceed sa trial, mga kababayan, pero si PRRD naka-detain na already for almost 9 months. Mga kababayan, it's really malamig here, no? But I thought it was really malamig, but I was able to, when I walk outside the airport, I felt like, oh, it's malamig, but it's the kind of malamig that I can tolerate because perhaps of my extended stay here in the Netherlands, okay? Pera na lang kasi si Nicholas Kaufman, parang Nicholas Torre din. What's your determination for that? Do you think that if you're going to be the lawyer of the former president, you can do better? Do you think that by saying these things, you are directly or indirectly, however you want to characterize it, questioning the decision of the family? Do you respect the judicial proceedings? Dito po sa International Criminal Court, mataas po talaga ang proseso. Wala may klaro ang legal team ni Tatay Digong, pero maulagi maski unsaon na to, may mahitabo ay gibayaran. Anong wala may klaro? Dice 13. Why would you say that? He was able to remove successfully before the appeals chamber the chief prosecutor Can, which by the way is charged with 2 separate sexual misconduct, which is by the way right now in self-imposed leave. Successfully, the appeals chamber granted the motion. Is that what you characterize as walay klaro? No. Just because a decision of a particular chamber or the court, may it be the appellate chamber or the appeals chamber, is not favorable to the motion submitted by the defense, that does not make them walay klaro. That means that they are doing their job, and it's just that because of the decision of the court or the judges, di sila nag-favor, but that doesn't mean that that's already final. Yan po ang katotohanan. Iwasan po natin yung mga pag-iisip na ganyan, kasi yan po ay klarong propaganda lang. Bakit? If you go on a legal battle with whoever it is, are you certain? Can a lawyer be certain that they're going to win the case? When we all know that the whole legal proceeding is a body of technicalities. Yan po ang pinaka-importante dyan. Naisipin natin ba yung ganyan? Let's shy away from these particular statements, which are unfounded, are probably based on opinions of individuals who are detractors of the defense of the legal team of the former president. Just because that a particular detractor says otherwise doesn't mean that it's the truth. Yan po ang totoo. Akala ko nagsabay, hindi, nauna siya sa akin. Bayad na kasi ang ICC, Sir Alvin. Well, that falls into your opinion, but absence of an evidence, we cannot say for certain na yan ang katotohanan. But you know what? I think I will also write something about the decision by the appeals chamber, because I find it quite weird yung how to say that, they anchored the decision with respect to the motion, no? But I cannot say it right now, but I will write it pagdating ko sa bahay siguro tomorrow morning. Opo. Ay nako, hindi nakatulog ang Diyos. I know that. Yes, exactly. Ako, hanggat walang finality ang decision ng korte ng ICC, International Criminal Court, I still believe na mapauwi talaga si PRRD, because he is innocent in this. Wala po siyang ibang ginawa kundi gampanan ang pagiging presidente niya, at talagang tiyakin ang mga kababayan, mga Pilipino ay safe and secured. At right now, wala po talagang, alam niyo po, ang dapat natin gawin bilang mamamayang supporter ni PRRD, we should, as a citizen, as supporter, help the court in determining that those nagpapalabas o pinapalabas nila na sila ay biktima ng ICC, ng drug war o ganito ganyan, which by the way perhaps probably witnesses of the ICC, hindi natin alam because I don't really know the list of witnesses or whatnot, no, but we can do that actually, ensuring that, you know, showing to the whole world na hindi pala ganun ang nangyayari, 'di ba? Opo, yun po. Lahir agad guys, if we are also going to act in accordance to our mandate as Filipinos, do our bit. Ataka. Support ko ang legal defense team. We should not demonize the defense team because their job is so difficult. All the more we should help them. We should help them by with our prayers, with whatever way possible we can help them. Ganito ganyan. If you are really a supporter of the former president. Okay, wait lang ha. Attorney Kaufman to at least listen to a few Filipino lawyers. Garcia Jan, the job of Attorney Kaufman is not to listen to Filipino lawyers. He's the lead defense counsel. Are you saying the Filipino lawyers are way better than him? Is that your characterization? Kung hindi nga nakuha, you cannot blame Attorney Nicholas Kaufman for something that he has not done. Yan po ang totoo. Aircraft engineer or something talaga silang dalawa. Nagchikahan kami guys papuntang Doha. They are all from Davao, and that they are really sad sa nangyari kay former president, at saka they really wanted the former president to be brought back. Yun, nagchikahan kami ang nangyayari. Sabi ko naman, sir, kahit ano pa pong mangyari, pag wala pa pong final, ulit-ulit ko po sasabihin sa inyo na hindi pa po yan final, meron pa pong pag-asa talaga, at meron pa talagang remedy. So yun po ang totoo. Yes, I'm very back and I'm alive. Opo, yes. Yan po talaga ang totoo. Wait lang guys. Oh my God, mga kababayan, I also want to inform all of my kababayan from the Netherlands or sa lahat ng mga taong nasa overseas, na mga overseas Filipino workers, pag hindi pa po kayo naka-register in preparation sa 2028, let me announce it here, and you will hear it here, right now, right here. Please share this live, please comment, please tag your friends, because December 1st is the official overseas voter registration, and I will share the information on my page later on. But I would like to please urge every kababayan natin, I would like to urge everyone to please let us do our bit as Filipinos. Let us take part in what will be the biggest, the most contentious, and the hottest, and the grandest, and the determining criterion kung paano tayo bilang bansa magiging bansa in the future. Let us be part of a collective effort. Mag-register na po tayo. Details will be posted later on, so that for everybody to be guided kung anong gawin natin mga OFWs. Please, makiisa po tayo. I-share nyo po ang live na ito. Bigyan po natin ito ng pansin. Magpa-register na po tayo para maka-vote tayo mga kababayan.